Description: Edit. Jack Russell Terriers come in a variety of coat types, and with a range of markings. An example of a broken-coated Jack Russell Terrier. Due to their working nature, Jack Russell Terriers remain much as they were some 200 years ago. 32. They are sturdy, tough, and tenacious, measuring between 25-38 centimeters, 10-15 in at the withers, 33, and weigh 6-8 kilograms, 14-18 pounds. 1. The body length must be in proportion to the height, and the dog should present a compact, balanced image. Predominantly white in coloration, more than 51%, with black and or brown and or tan markings. 33. They exhibit either a smooth, rough or a combination of both, which is known as a broken coat. A broken-coated dog may have longer hair on the tail or face than that which is seen on a smooth-coated dog. 34. The skin can sometimes show a pattern of small black or brown spots, referred to as ticking, that do not carry through to the outer coat. 1. All coat types should be dense double coats that are neither silky, in the case of smooth coats, nor woolly, in the case of rough coats. 1. An example of a rough-coated Jack Russell Terrier: the head should be of moderate width at the ears, narrowing to the eyes, and slightly flat between the ears. There should be a defined but not over-pronounced stop at the end of the muzzle where it meets the head, and a black nose. The jaw should be powerful and well-boned with a scissor bite and straight teeth. The eyes are almond-shaped and dark-colored and should be full of life and intelligence. Small V-shaped ears of moderate thickness are carried forward on the head. 1. When the dog is alert, the tip of the V should not extend past the outer corner of the eyes. The tail is set high and in the past was docked to approximately 10 centimeters, 5 in order to provide a sufficient handhold for gripping the terrier. 1. The Jack Russell should always appear balanced and alert. 33. As it is primarily a working terrier, its most important physical characteristic is its chest size, which must not be so large that it prevents the dog from entering and working in burrows. 1. The red fox is the traditional quarry of the Jack Russell Terrier, so the working Jack Russell must be small enough to pursue it. Red foxes vary in size, but across the world, they average from 6-8 kilograms, 13-17 pounds in weight, and have an average chest size of 30-36 centimeters, 12-14 in at the widest part. 35. Differences with related breeds. Edit. The Parson Russell Terrier, pictured, shares a common ancestry with the Jack Russell Terrier. The Jack Russell Terrier and Parson Russell Terrier breeds are similar, sharing a common origin, but have several marked differences. The most notable being the range of acceptable heights. 36. Other differences in the Parson Russell can include a longer head and larger chest, as well as overall a larger body size. 37. The height of a Parson Russell at the withers according to the breed standard is 30-36 centimeters, 12-14 in, which places it within the range of the Jack Russell Terrier Club of America's standard size for a Jack Russell of 25-38 centimeters, 10-15 in. However, the Parson Russell is a conformation show standard, whereas the Jack Russell standard is a more general working standard. 38. The Russell Terrier, which is also sometimes called the English Jack Russell Terrier or the short Jack Russell Terrier, is a generally smaller related breed. 39. Both the breed standards of the American Russell Terrier Club and the English Jack Russell Terrier Club Alliance states that at the withers it should be in an ideal height of 20-30 centimeters, 8-12 in. 40. 41. Although sometimes called the English or Irish Jack Russell Terrier. 42. This is not the recognized height of Jack Russells in the United Kingdom. According to the Jack Russell Club of Great Britain's breed standard, it is the same size as the standard for Jack Russells in the United States, 25-38 centimeters, 10-15 in. 43. Compared to the Parson Russell Terrier, the Russell Terrier should always be longer than tall at the withers, whereas the Parson Russell's points should be of equal distance. 44. The Fédération Cynologique Internationale standard for the Jack Russell Terrier has the smaller size listed as a requirement. 45. Terrierman Eddie Chapman, who has hunted in Devon for more than 30 years, the same area that John Russell himself hunted, notes that, I can state categorically that if given the choice, 99% of Hunt Terrier men would buy an under 12 in, 30 centimeters worker, if it was available, over a 14 in, 36 centimeters 1.46 temperament. Edit. Jack Russell Terriers have a high energy level. Jack Russells are first and foremost a working terrier. 47. Originally bred to bolt foxes from their dens during hunts. They are used on numerous ground-dwelling quarry such as groundhog, badger, otter, and red and gray fox. 48. The working JRT is required to locate quarry in the earth, and then either bolt it or hold it in place until they are dug to. 49. To accomplish this, the dog will not bark but will expect attention to the quarry continuously. Because the preservation of this working ability is of highest importance to most registered JRTC/JRTC-GB breeders, Jack Russells tend to be extremely intelligent, athletic, fearless, and vocal dogs. 11. It is not uncommon for these dogs to become moody or destructive if not properly stimulated and exercised, as they have a tendency to bore easily and will often create their own fun when left alone to entertain themselves. 50. Their high energy and drive make these dogs ideally suited to a number of different dog sports such as flyball or agility. 51. Obedience classes are also recommended to potential owners. 48. As Jack Russells can be stubborn at times and aggressive towards other animals and humans if not properly socialized. 11. Despite their small size, these dogs are not recommended for the condominium or apartment dweller unless the owner is ready to take on the daunting task of providing their dog with the necessary amount of exercise and stimulation. They have a tremendous amount of energy for their size. 50. A fact which can sometimes lead to trouble involving larger animals. 52. They may seem never to tire and will still be energetic after their owner has called it a day. While socialized members of the breed are friendly towards children, they will not tolerate abuse even if it is unintentional. 1. Health. Edit. Jack Russell running trump, 2002 USDAA National World Agility Champion. 12-inch division. The breed has a reputation for being healthy with a long lifespan. Citation needed. Breeders have protected the gene pool, and direct inline breeding has been prevented. Jack Russells can live from 13 to 16 years given proper care. 42. However, certain lines have been noted for having specific health concerns and, therefore, could occur in any line or generation because of recessive genes. These issues can include hereditary cataracts, ectopalentis, congenital deafness, patellar luxation, ataxia, myasthenia gravis, Lake-Havperthis syndrome, and von Willebrand disease. 42. Being a hunt-driven dog, the Jack Russell will usually pursue most creatures that it encounters. This includes the skunk, and the breed is prone to skunk toxic shock syndrome. 53. The chemical in the skunk spray is absorbed by the dog and causes the red blood cells to undergo hemolysis, which can occasionally lead to fatal anemia and kidney failure. If sprayed underground, it can also cause chemical burning of the cornea. Treatments are available to flush the toxin out of the dog's system. 54. Eye disorders. Edit. Lens luxation, also known as ectopalentis, is the most common hereditary disorder in Jack Russell Terriers. Even so, this condition is not a common occurrence in the breed, most frequently appearing in dogs between the ages of 3 and 8 years old. It is where the lens in one or both eyes becomes displaced. There are two types: posterior luxation, where the lens slips to the back of the eye, and anterior luxation, where the lens slips forward. Posterior luxation is the less severe of the two types, as the eye can appear normal, although the dog's eyesight will be affected. In anterior luxation, the lens can slip forward and rub against the cornea, damaging it. Anterior luxation also has a high probability of causing glaucoma, which can lead to partial or complete blindness. Treatment is available and may include both medical and surgical options. Secondary lens luxation is caused by trauma to the eye and is not hereditary. 55. The condition appears in a number of terrier breeds as well as the Border Collie, Brittany and Cardigan Welsh Corgi. 56. Cataracts can affect any breed of dog and is the same condition as seen in humans. Here the lens of the eye hardens and is characterized by cloudiness in the eye. 56. 57. Cataracts will blur the dog's vision and can lead to permanent blindness if left untreated. While considered mainly a hereditary disease, it can also be caused by diabetes, old age, radiation, eye injury or exposure to high temperatures. 57. Musculoskeletal conditions. Edit. Patellar luxation, also known as luxating patella, is a hereditary disorder affecting the knees. It is where the kneecap slips off the groove on which it normally sits. The effects can be temporary with the dog running while holding its hind leg in the air before running on it again once the kneecap slipped back into place as if nothing has happened. Dogs can have a problem with both rear knees, and complications can include arthritis or torn knee ligaments. Severe cases can require surgery. 58. Some are prone to dislocation of the kneecaps, inherited eye diseases, deafness and leg paralysis, a disease of the hip joints of small dog breeds. Prone to mast cell tumors. Leg calf paralysis syndrome, also called avascular necrosis of the femoral head, is where the ball section of the femur in the hip joint deteriorates following interruption of the blood flow and is the same condition as in humans. 59. In dogs, this causes lameness of the hind legs, the thigh muscles to atrophy and pain in the joint. 60. It usually occurs between 6-12 months of age and has been documented in a variety of other terrier breeds including the Border Terrier, Lakeland Terrier, and Wheaton Terrier. 59. Well-known Jack Russell Terriers. Edit. His Master's Voice, 1898, by Francis Barrett Nipper, was a dog born in 1884 who was thought to be a dog of the Jack Russell Terrier type. 61. He was the inspiration for the painting Dog Looking at and Listening to a Phonograph, later renamed to His Master's Voice. The painting was used by a variety of music-related companies including the Gramophone Company, EMI, the Victor Talking Machine Company, and RCA. Today it remains in use and incorporated into the logo for HMV in the UK and Europe. 62. A Jack Russell named Bothie made history in 1982 as part of the Trans-Globe expedition. Owned by explorers Ranulph and Ginny Fien, he became the first dog to travel to both the North and South Poles. 63. 64. This feat is unlikely to be repeated, as all dogs have been banned from Antarctica by the Antarctic Treaty Nation since 1994. Due to fears that they could transmit diseases to the native seal population. 65. Ranulph Fien and Charles Burton actually made the trip to the North Pole by powered sledges before signaling to the base camp that they had arrived. To celebrate their achievement, a plane was sent out to take the two men champagne, along with Bothie. 66. On the 29th of April 2007, a Jack Russell named George saved 5 children at a carnival in New Zealand from an attack by 2 pit bulls. He was reported to have charged at them and held them at bay long enough for the children to get away. Killed by the pit bulls, he was posthumously awarded the PDSA Gold Medal in 2009, the animal equivalent of the George Cross. A statue has been erected in Manaia, New Zealand, in his memory. 67. A former U.S. Marine also donated to George's owner a Purple Heart Award he had received for service in Vietnam. 68. In 2019, Boris Johnson and his partner Kerry Simons took a Jack Russell Cross from an animal rescue charity in Wales. 69. The dog's name is Dylan and he became a famous dog at a polling station in the general election. 70. 71. On screen and in literature. Edit. In the UK, one of the more recognizable canine stars was restaurateur and chef Rick Stein's irrepressible terrier Chalky, 72, who frequently upstaged his owner on his various cookery series. 73. He had his own line of merchandise, including plushes, tea towels, art prints, art paw prints and 2 real ales. Chalky's Bite and Chalky's Bark, 74, which won gold in the Quality Drink Award 2009. 75, Chalky was given a BBC obituary when he died in 2007. 76, Moose and his son Enzo played the role of Eddie on the long-running American TV sitcom Frasier. 72, Eddie belonged to lead character Frasier's father Martin Crane, and constantly stole the show with his deadpan antics, receiving more fan mail than any other Frasier character. 77, Moose and Enzo also starred as Skip in the 2000 film My Dog Skip. Soccer was a Jack Russell who became the star of the American TV series Wishbone, which aired from 1995 to 2001. 19, in the 2009 movie Hotel for Dogs, Friday, one of the main characters is a Jack Russell, played by the dog actor Cosmo. 78, Cosmo went on to appear in the films Paul Blart, Mall Cop and Beginners. 79, Ugly, 2002-2015, was an animal actor, appearing in commercials starting in 2005 and in the films Water for Elephants and The Artist, both in 2011. 80, in the same year, based on interest following The Artist, the Consider Ugly campaign was launched, which attempted to gain the dog a nomination for an Academy Award. 81, in 2012, Ugly was named Nintendo's first ever spokesdog. 82, Sykes, 2001, 2019, was a dog actor from Clifton, Oxfordshire, England. He was best known in the UK for his appearance as Harvey in Thinkbox's 3 television commercials, and under his real name in 5 seasons of Midsomer Murders. He also appeared in several Hollywood blockbusters, as well as in a UK TV movie, several series and miniseries. He retired in 2016 after a long career on the big and small screen. Sykes was also a champion agility competitor. KK Slider is a Jack Russell who is a main character in the Animal Crossing series developed by Nintendo. KK is a musician who performs to the townsfolk. He has appeared in every Animal Crossing game to date since the original Animal Crossing game in 2001 to Animal Crossing New Horizons in 2020.